You are listening to Radio Long Island City, recorded at our studios near Hell Gate, 9 kilometers north of the Harbor Hill Moraine. And now, the Observatory. The Observatory, Sunday the 30th of November, 2025. It is 69 days after the fall equinox. It is 21 days before the winter solstice. By the French Republican calendar, it is the 10th day of Frimaire, the day of the pioche, the pickaxe. The sun rises today at 7 a.m. Solar noon takes place today at 11:44 a.m. The sun sets today at 4:29 p.m. Civil twilight ends at 4:59 p.m. and nautical twilight ends at 5:33 p.m. The length of daytime today is 1 minute, 20 seconds shorter than yesterday. The moon is in its waxing gibbous phase and is 75% full at midday. The full moon will arrive on Thursday, the 4th of December. These are the predicted tides today for Horn's Hook. In the morning, high tide, 5:35 a.m., 1 meter 49. Near midday, low tide, 11:48 a.m., 6 centimeters. In the evening, high tide, 5:59 p.m., 1 meter 34. In our shared realm of plants and animals, now is the time when cave bats settle down to hibernate. One may not see many bats around the more urban parts of the city, but they are plentiful in Central Park and Prospect Park. The tree bats have gone, departing for warmer climes, but 3 species of cave bat live here year-round. They are the little brown bat, the big brown bat, and the tricolored bat. In the waning of the warmth, these bats will have feasted on as many bugs as they could catch, plumping up for the long winter. As temperatures drop into the 40s and 30s, it's the signal for them to find shelter and for their metabolism to slow. The State Department of Environmental Protection says not to disturb them if you come upon them. Even slightly waking from their torpor interrupts their natural hibernation cycle. But then, if you are not prowling caves and other dark places, you probably won't see them until they emerge in the spring. Commemorations. On this day in 1487, the first German beer purity law, or Reinheitsgebot, was established in Munich by Albert IV, the Duke of Bavaria. It ensured that beer would be brewed with only 3 ingredients: water, malt, and hops. On this day in 1786, the Grand Duchy of Tuscany, under Grand Duke Leopold II, abolished the death penalty. It was the first state in the world to do so. Extraordinary events. On this day in 1954, a meteor came down in Sylacauga, Alabama. As it descended through the Earth's atmosphere, it split into 3 parts. One of these crashed through the roof of a house just after noon, striking Anne Hodges, who was napping on her couch. She is the only human being known to have been struck by a meteor and survive. Apart from a large bruise on her side, she was unharmed. On this day in 1993, President Clinton signed the Brady gun control bill, which made it harder for people with serious convictions to obtain handguns. It was introduced by U.S. Representative Chuck Schumer, our local congressman at the time. On this day in 1999, the energy companies Exxon and Mobil signed a $73.7 billion merger agreement. ExxonMobil became the world's largest company. One wonders where antitrust regulations went. On this day in 2022, OpenAI launched ChatGPT, and the AI revolution began in earnest. Today we honor Samuel Langhorne Clemens, born on this day in 1835. Known, of course, under his pen name, Mark Twain, he shaped American literature in the 19th century with a prodigious output, including The Adventures of Huck Finn. He once wrote, "Man is the only animal that blushes, or needs to." Today is Woody Allen's birthday. He was born in 1935. And we wish a happy birthday today to Mandy Patinkin, born this day in 1952. One of the great performers on Broadway as well as in film. We remember him especially for his role as Che in Evita on Broadway and for Sunday in the Park with George. Happy birthday, Mandy Patinkin. We also wish a happy birthday to Ben Stiller, born this day in 1965. The comic actor starred in Zoolander and the Meet the Parents movies. Happy birthday, Ben Stiller. In Israel, today is the day to mark the departure and expulsion of Jews from the Arab countries and Iran. It is a remembrance of one aspect of the ethnic expulsions that have plagued the Middle East in the last century. And that is the Observatory, Sunday the 30th of November, 2025.